I can't go through every episode, but I got to ask you about a couple others. Again, if people want to watch this series, it's londonreal.tv/uncensored. We played a couple clips today, but it's all going to be dropping in real time. So go start that now. I guess I got to ask you a little bit about the dark side of crypto and just anything you learned from there, and then maybe wrap it up with some climate thoughts and then final thoughts from you. The dark side of crypto, that's episode 8. You know, it sounds a little dark. Anything you want to tell us without spoiling it?
Yeah, no, we show people how to avoid the scams and the frauds that get perpetrated in crypto. I mean, it's not that hard to really identify them. People need I use the metaphor of crossing the street, right? Closing your eyes, and crossing the street's pretty dangerous, but, if you just do a couple of peeks to each side, it's not that hard to spot. And so we had our guests, dive into that, because that's just one of the big things that we wanted to make sure people understood. Anytime you've got a gold rush like this, you're going to get people out there trying to scam you out of your money, and they're going to look like the good guys until you dig a little deeper. And then, we talk about, some of the fundamental research that you want to do on a project, understanding who's behind the project, what their track record is, what their reputation is, if there's VCs, are they good, reputable, investors, and then, value proposition, does it actually solve a real problem better than some other solution? So those basics, and then also looking, at some of the stories of people who, of rug pulls, for example, and other frauds like that. And then we took a look at the Silk Road. I actually interviewed Ross Ulbricht's mom, and it was amazing, and it was also one of the saddest. It was the really only sad interview in the series, because you look at what happened to him. I mean, I have issues with the drug war in general. Personally, I don't think it's done any good. I think it's created a lot of problems, and we're seeing that play out right now, and not the least of which is fatherlessness. But that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah, I saw that you interviewed his mom, and I think he was the one that was accused of being one of the Dread Pirate Roberts that ran the Silk Road, which used to allow you to take crypto and buy and sell a variety of things, including some, drugs that were illegal in some countries. But he's now in federal prison for a long time right now.
It's like 40 life sentences or something ungodly. And if you look at the other people who were accused of the same things, there's a great disparity between the sentence that was given to him and what was given to the other people who were parties to the exact same thing. So he became the scapegoat, the fall guy. And one of the reasons I was willing to do this was because there are black markets, gray markets right now on the dark web where you can do horrible things to people. Everything from slavery, modern day slavery is very real. Tens of millions of people are slaves today, right now, and most people aren't aware of that. Human trafficking, right? Those kind of things that violate natural law, right? I don't have the right to use violence to force you to do what I want. I don't have the right to enslave another human. These aren't really things that anybody should question because they're just self-evident. But Silk Road didn't have that. They were buying. There was drug, right? Mostly marijuana. There was some Molly on there, whatever. Like that. I'm not sure exactly what Molly is. But I think it's ecstasy.
There was some psychedelics on there. That I might have heard about.
It's all things that are largely like legal now, right? Yeah. And yet we've got this guy. Anyway, so we wanted to give a little bit of a peek into the history, and also with this being like one of my reasons for doing this is to do good, right? And Ross is a really high profile case in the war against the drug war, the war against the drug war. Yeah. And showcasing that story and giving people an insight into the black market history of crypto, and seeing that it's not such a huge deal. I mean, there's definitely bad things that have been done with both fiat currency and crypto, so we can't, eliminate those things. But I wanted to, hopefully get some traction with getting his case reexamined, and then maybe this is very very naive of me, but wouldn't it be great if we could reexamine a lot of these nonviolent drug offender cases?